We can have more upgrades. Question is, what upgrade should we put in the car? Short qualifying. I need to check another thing. The mic. Yep, it's working. Very good. Alright, so the mic is working. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Something happened yesterday. You don't want to talk about it. Last time I streamed, so nothing to talk about that. Alright, so 12 points behind ours. Is a little bit of an issue, but I do think it's not going to be that much of an issue. Upgrades. So we have one ultimate and major upgrade for power unit, which will come in 19th and the 21st July respectively. Red Bull, they're having developments. Aston Martin, Ferrari are closing in on each other. So far, Aston Martin, I really want Aston Martin to be competitive. Williams, they're still being Williams. Alpine, they're overtaking AlphaTauri. A little bit of a mixed reaction grid right now. Alfa Romeo is actually trying to catch up to that AlphaTauri. So Daniel Ricciardo is really dependent on the car, which is definitely not good in its own right, but come on. In terms of power, do I want to go for another power unit upgrade, or do I want to go? Do I don't want to go for this one? And I could just rush this. There we go. So we got a major upgrade for aerodynamics. Because durability, I think we're good with durability for now. We're fine with durability at the moment, so power unit. Let's look at the power unit. Okay, they're good. They are really good. I really need that internal combustion engine. Look at that internal combustion engine, man. And the energy storage not been put in yet, so. But look at that. The internal combustion engine is having more upgrades, yet it's still giving it time. So short qualifying, Silverstone. I don't have a special helmet yet for Silverstone. I'll look at it in Hungary. So Silverstone. What setup should I put in here? Should I put like rear wing 9, 10, then put 9?
We seem to be having some software issues at the moment. Sit tight for a few minutes while we reboot some things, okay?
Silverstone. There we go. Alright, so let's look at Lando Norris while our upgrades are not putting in so. Alright, so we're good. No front wing adjustments. I put in +10. I should have put 7 in, but it's all good. See what we can do. It's only a sprint race, so 5-lap race. It's gonna be short. Something's definitely changed in my controller settings. Vibration. I don't know if the vibration is correct. Seems like this part of the controller is not vibrating as much. I don't know. I guess this vibration controls better right there. Exactly. I sure hope that this car. Okay. I hope that this car is actually decent around. That's my driving style. I'll put extra gapples in the front. Rear, not so much. Okay, definitely better handling. More touch speed, about 3 seconds off. So about a second will take off. Oh, we're a second off from Norris.
passed this lap so far. Well done.
25-4. Am I impressed? Probably not. So first laps are done. Alright, we're gonna go out. I'll go time quicker. That guy's glitching. Yeah, hopefully this is the setup. The problem is, can I deliver through the rest of that 5-lap race or not? This is definitely gonna be a hard race to do. Always the safe cars. Look at that. Just when you don't brake as much on my corner. And there's definitely complete understeer. Let's just go up for a second. Only that so. Oh yeah. Why are you in the racing line? I'm actually getting pissed off because of the guy's actually on the racing line. To me that affects the corner in general. I think I flat out actually. Out of fucking way, Nick. We're good. Do you not realize there's a guy right behind you? His name is Big Brown, the world champion. It's affecting my lap actually. It's affecting drag and unsteer. It's really affecting me, guys. Man, I really have to play position on this. That was a good line. Okay. Actually got a truck. This is mine. What's the lap time? Oh my, why are we that close, man? Anyway. Oh my god, we shouldn't be that close. Never mind, no stop Paul. So we start for front row. Front row. P4? Oh, we're gonna really have it on that.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today.
No.
Verstappen, Norris, and Lewis Hamilton. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
He's actually struggling right now. Sergio went for a second lap and he somehow went slower. That second sector, I think, really bit him. Well, Sergio Perez, P10. Bro is in 6th. He's ahead of his teammate. Red Bull got their first pole position of the season. Ferrari, they're quicker than the Aston Martins. I mean, is it gonna be even that close? I don't know. Red Bull though.
Good day today. How are the fans at your home Grand Prix? Do you feel that your teammate put on a good show for their home crowd?
What is showboating? There you go.
Did you feel that things went well for you today? What could have gone better?
Nothing.
Appreciate your time.
Good thing I did not answer that, because if I did answer that, well, I would have been killed by my team. If I could just pull away in that start. No, 2 Brits. We're ahead of the rivalry. We're outscoring Lewis in standings. Mercedes are terrible this season. I don't know, something feels wrong. Vibration wise, doesn't feel the same. Alright. And so, we've got a comfortable lead. I have 30 points ahead of Hamilton. Norris is 50 ahead. 49 ahead. We're 37 ahead, so upgrades, I mean, I do not need that much upgrades, maybe in the mid-season points, so probably that's what I'm going to be focusing on. But now let's go for the short sprint to the line, a 5-lap race to decide this all.
Great Britain then, one of only 2 countries to have held a Grand Prix in every single year of the Formula One World Championship. And the circuit extends that record further for today's Grand Prix.
Rose extended to 72
The 3.6
seasons.
miles of the Silverstone circuit in Great Britain is hallowed ground to the Formula One faithful. We have 18 corners that wrap around this former World War II airbase and some good passing opportunities at the end of the DRS zones. Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. Let's start by getting your take on Daniel Ricciardo. Looks like they've got a tough race in store today, as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Brown, Valtteri Bottas, and Leclerc, Vettel, Perez, Giovinazzi, and Yuki Tsunoda.
Stroll is gone.
Ireland, Gasly, Esteban Ocon, and Sainz. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Mick Schumacher, Russell, Nicholas Latifi, and Lance Stroll. They've taken a grid penalty.
And yet Mazepin starts 19th.
And Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
I can't change my fuel. So, 5-lap race. 5-lap sprint to the line. This is the British Grand Prix sprint race of 2022, round 8 of this World Championship, and it's lights out and away we go. It's a brilliant start for Lando Norris. He's already side by side, but he loses out at the second phase of the start. Meanwhile, Charles Leclerc, a brilliant start. He's trying to overtake Jake Brown, but towards turn 3 we go. Max Verstappen leads from Lewis Hamilton, who's side by side with the McLaren of Norris, who's losing positions. Jake Brown makes it pass for 2 cars right there, as he's up and ahead of Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton. But here comes his teammate though, Brown, trying to defend the inside line. This is of course for the championship contention. Norris cannot make the move on his teammate. And so far it's all Max Verstappen who's gonna pull away for these precious 25 points. Maybe even 26, as Jake Brown's looking to try and pull away from Lando Norris, and Brown trying his best to just go for it here in this one. But Lando Norris is now catching behind him. Here he comes now towards the entry of Maggots and now towards Beckett's of this wonderful circuit of the British Grand Prix. That has been an amazing show so far. Max Verstappen 1.2 seconds ahead of Jake Brown, who is using every single part of the DRS here to try and pull away from the championship leader and his teammate Lando Norris. Now towards these final couple of corners is Max Verstappen. Verstappen leading here in Britain. Lando Norris cannot make a pass to his teammate. 2 and 3 at the bottom of McLaren. Still really good for the Constructors' Championship for the Papaya Factory. Now towards turn 4 we go. It's still Max Verstappen who is starting to pull away, and Jake Brown might just have to fend off from behind because of Lando Norris here. And Norris, with now the better straight line speed with the faster setup, yet on the corners it's all Brown. Brown using that tight inside line towards the exit to try and counter. If he can close into Max Verstappen, this is going to be crucial. Because if he can close in and get that DRS, Norris might have a tough time to overtake. But Lando Norris won't give up that easily, isn't he? The Briton, who is going to be coming on top here between Verstappen, Brown, Norris. Hamilton is right there, as well as Valtteri Bottas, who is in 5th. 2 seconds separate the top 2nd to 5th at the moment in this one. If Norris could just, give me a minute, I need to get it facing for me, my TV, because yes, I rushed up to the really can't see. Now towards these final couple of corners, it's all to play for. Max Verstappen leads the Grand Prix. Lando Norris is very impatient in terms of his teammate at the moment.
And in the DRS zone.
If Verstappen can just try to pull away, Verstappen can pull away, but if he just doesn't get the DRS here, now Brown will get the DRS. This is going to be a real feisty one, as Jake Brown is trying to counter in hopes of trying to catch up to Max Verstappen, and he's actually catching Max Verstappen. Now the gap's down to 7 tenths. Teammate versus teammate. Red Bull versus McLaren at the moment. Brown is bringing his teammate Lando Norris into the action with 3 laps of racing remaining here in this British Grand Prix sprint race. We've also got a Hungary race later. So Brown has to go wide, and now Norris has the opportunity. Jake Brown, no ERS. Actually, Jake Brown, I think, does not need DRS because he's closing in anyway on that Red Bull of Max Verstappen. This is the sector where McLaren is strong. Brown trying to eke a gap to Max Verstappen. Fastest top of the race, Jake Brown, Lando Norris, 2 tenths quicker, but here he comes though. Lando Norris trying to go for 2nd place. Brown defends. Norris being very impatient. This is not going to help Norris at all. This is not going to help McLaren at all. Here comes Norris again. But Lando cannot close in. That's how his teammate just using the experience in his days here in McLaren. He's about 1.2 seconds behind, but here comes Lando Norris again now towards top. Indy got to make a move down the inside. Brown closes the door shut. Lando Norris has to back out of it, and now he's right to the clutches of Lewis Hamilton. That was actually a terrible line. So Lando Norris had to back out. It was very dangerous. Remember the real life scenario in 2021 where Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton make contact in this race alone, and now Norris still has more DRS, but here comes Lewis Hamilton. He got the slipstream behind that McLaren. Is there one more attack from Jake Brown and McLaren? Jake Brown looks like he could just settle in for second. Max Verstappen will take this race win. Here's the problem.
This is your
one more lap
of the race.
Jake Brown under pressure once again from Lando Norris behind him. So Jake now knows that he will settle in behind Max Verstappen. Verstappen is going to take the win. He knows that. Verstappen's not a real challenger for the championship. This will be Red Bull's first win here. But here comes Lando Norris round the outside. Is he going to get the pass? Brown's still there. Brown and Norris make contact. I was out of words because we have never seen the two McLarens make contact ever before. Jake Brown tried to set it down the inside to try and cut back, and now here comes Lando Norris once again. Norris towards Copse. Brown trying to back out to try and give Norris that opportunity. Norris now goes to the inside. Here comes Lewis Hamilton as well. Towards Baggett. Norris, is he hanging on? Yes, it is. Brown has to back out. Now Norris is in deep, deep danger because here comes Lewis Hamilton now. Hamilton is going to try to make a move around the outside. This is not going to be good for the two McLarens. Norris trying to defend that inside line. Yes, it is. Verstappen's going to win this one. Lewis Hamilton goes to the inside. Brown's not going to set it for not just one, but two cars as Max Verstappen wins the British Grand Prix sprint race. Jake Brown retaliates back to second place. Third place for Lewis Hamilton. Lando Norris finishes in fourth. What a race. Jake Brown had to back out towards Beckett.
British Grand Prix, and
what a British Grand Prix.
Our race winners today. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car.
Unbelievable.
These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
What an amazing race. I know it's just short and sweet, but I'm going to go for the next round immediately after this.
Drivers are en route to the podium
as Max Verstappen wins the British sprint race.
Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats
Did
throughout the
that start
entirety of the
from
race.
Lando Norris?
Congratulations to everyone at the team.
Did that start from Lando Norris? Screwed his race up. What a send by Jake Brown in that final couple of corners. That was amazing.
Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Brown. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone else did a better job today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. McLaren continue to increase their gap at the top. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time. Be sure to join.
I want to look at that final lap. Here, your last lap. Verstappen was there. If Norris just didn't fight us. Well, let's look here towards this final corner. This is where it all kicked off. Lando Norris and Jake Brown it all kicked off here. Lando Norris and Jake Brown trying to fight with each other. Now towards the outside. Brown making contact with Lando Norris. Norris had to back out, and Brown had to live for another day. But here, Brown trying to go for that wide line. Norris is closing in very hard. And now towards the exit of the corner, the two McLarens are battling this out. The two men who are battling for the World Championship, side by side towards Cups. Brown still was ahead, but Norris got the better exit towards Maggots. Here we go, towards Maggots. Brown had to back out because it was very dangerous to make a move there. But here, towards the straight, Lando Norris in deep danger from Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton's got the DRS. Norris does not. Norris still hangs around the inside. Bottas was also in this, by the way. And then as well, since both of them were fighting, Brown tried to go for that inside move, got it, but it wasn't enough. Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix. Jake Brown finishing second in the sprints. At the end of the day, it was still McLaren who had to lose out because of that fighting with Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton. Unfortunate scenes at McLaren. Sorry, not at McLaren, but on Lando Norris's garage. That is just not what you need to see if you're McLaren. Man, it could have been actually more secure. It's just that it could have gone better. The problem is it didn't go better. It just did not go better. Jake Brown finishes second. McLaren again had to settle for second place behind Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix. So you saw the standings. Verstappen actually got the fastest lap there, but we were fighting all the way. It was close between from second to fifth. Here's your standings. 6-point gap between Norris and Brown. Hamilton closed 4 points ahead, so that's good. Bottas continues to decline. Perez continues to decline as well. Sonoda getting points. Sebastian Vettel continues to score regularly for Aston Martin, and constructors were still winning by a lot. Yeah, so I'm in the stream, and look, go for Hungary.